From planets and stars to black holes and galaxies, the universe is full of mysteries. The Sun is the largest object in our solar system. In fact, it is so big that it can hold over 1 million Earths inside of it. Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun, is actually not the hottest planet. You see, Venus has a dense atmosphere that traps heat, making its surface temperature far higher than Mercury's, despite being farther away from the Sun. Venus also has an unusual rotation. One day on Venus is longer than a year. It takes 243 Earth days for Venus to rotate once on its axis, but only 225 days to complete one orbit around the Sun. Moving farther from the Sun, we reach Earth, our home planet and one of the most geologically active worlds. Earthquakes, volcanoes, and lightning occur hundreds of times a day. Mars is home to the tallest volcano in the solar system. Olympus Mons is 3 times taller than Mount Everest, rising to a height of over 21 kilometers. Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system, has a massive storm known as the Great Red Spot. This storm has been raging for over 300 years and is so large that it could engulf Earth. Saturn is widely recognized for its rings, which are made up of ice and dust. These rings extend thousands of kilometers into space and not only adds to Saturn's beauty, but also provide clues about the formation of our solar system. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. The Milky Way alone contains an estimated 100 billion stars, and it takes about 230 million years to complete a single orbit around its center. Black holes are among the most mysterious objects in space. Their gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. The largest black hole ever discovered is billions of times the mass of the Sun. The International Space Station travels around the Earth at a speed of 28,000 kilometers per hour. It completes one full orbit every 90 minutes, which means astronauts on board experience 16 sunrises and sunsets each day. The Moon is slowly moving away from Earth at a rate of about 3.8 centimeters per year. Some exoplanets are made almost entirely of diamond. For example, 55 Cancri e is composed of carbon under extreme pressure, which forms a diamond-like structure. Rogue planets are planets that don't orbit any star. They drift freely through space and exist alone. Close your eyes, wait 5 seconds, and open them. You are now 3,000 kilometers away from where you were when you closed them. You see, space is constantly moving. The Earth rotates around its axis, as well as orbiting the Sun, and the entire solar system orbits the center of the galaxy. But scientists have discovered that the galaxy itself is speeding towards a mysterious area in space. They call it the Great Attractor. The Great Attractor is more of a place than a thing. It is the central gravitational point of the Laniakea supercluster, a vast collection of galaxies, including the Milky Way. Scientists first noticed its effects in the 1970s when they found that our galaxy, along with others, was moving towards a point in space at 600 kilometers per second. The problem was that this region was hidden behind the dense center of the Milky Way, making it difficult to observe. Using special telescopes that detect radio waves and X-rays, scientists have gathered clues about what's there. It seems the Great Attractor is a massive concentration of galaxies, gas, and dark matter. The combined gravity of these objects is strong enough to influence the movement of entire galaxy clusters. However, there is a twist. While the Great Attractor is pulling galaxies towards it, the universe itself is expanding due to dark energy. Over billions of years, this expansion will eventually overpower the pull of the Great Attractor, causing galaxies, including the Milky Way, to drift away instead of moving closer. Another mysterious concept in space is dark matter. Scientists believe that about 85% of the universe's total mass is made of this invisible substance, yet they still don't understand what it is. Unlike normal matter, dark matter doesn't emit light or energy, making it impossible to see directly. Its presence is only known because of the way it affects the movement of galaxies. Without it, galaxies would not have enough gravity to hold themselves together. Space is full of endless wonders, but some events seem almost impossible to explain. Far away in the universe, scientists have discovered planets that travel alone in the darkness. These are called rogue planets. Unlike most planets, they don't orbit a star. Instead, they float freely, far from any warmth or light. How do these lonely worlds exist? Rogue planets may have formed on their own from clouds of gas and dust, or may have been thrown out of their solar systems with the help of a larger object. We don't know for sure. But rogue planets aren't as mysterious as the random bursts of energy that come from billions of light years away. These are known as fast radio bursts, and they only last a tiny fraction of a second, but release an enormous amount of energy. Some believe they might happen when neutron stars collide. Neutron stars are the dense remains of massive stars that exploded long ago. When they crash into each other, they could send out powerful bursts of energy that travel across space. But galaxy collisions are much more exciting. These happen when two or more galaxies are pulled together by gravity. These collisions take millions or even billions of years to unfold and are quite rare. Our own galaxy, the Milky Way, is slowly moving towards its neighbor, the Andromeda Galaxy. In about 4 billion years, the two galaxies will begin to merge. Stars from both galaxies will be moved into new orbits, and some might even be thrown into open space. However, the vast distances between stars make it unlikely that they will crash into each other. Instead, the night sky will change as the galaxies connect. The future is full of possibilities. As technology advances, we will learn more about these strange events in space. Scientists may one day study rogue planets up close to uncover their secrets. The causes of fast radio bursts might finally be explained, and observing galaxy collisions could help us better understand the powerful forces that shape the cosmos. Black holes are among the most mysterious and terrifying things in outer space. Black holes are regions in space where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. They form when massive stars collapse at the end of their lives, compressing their entire mass into an unimaginably small and dense point called a singularity. This immense gravitational pull is a defining characteristic of a black hole. It creates an invisible boundary around it called the event horizon. The event horizon is often described as the point of no return. Once you cross it, there is no way out, no matter how fast you try to escape. But what happens if you were to fall into one? The experience would be unlike anything imaginable, governed by strange and extreme laws of physics. As you approach a black hole, the first thing you'd notice is a powerful gravitational pull. Near a black hole, gravity varies greatly depending on your distance from it. Imagine falling feet first towards the black hole. The gravitational pull on your feet would be far stronger than the pull on your head because your feet are closer to the black hole. This difference in force would begin to stretch your body, pulling you thinner and thinner until you are just a long stream of atoms. This process is called spaghettification. As you fall into the black hole, your experience of time may seem different to someone watching from a distance. To someone else, it would look like you're moving slower and slower as you get closer to the black hole's edge, and eventually, it would seem like you're frozen in place, never actually crossing it. This happens because the black hole's gravity slows down time near it. However, from your own perspective, time would feel completely normal. Once you cross the event horizon, escape becomes impossible. Not even light, which travels faster than anything else in the universe, can escape the black hole's gravity beyond this point. This is why black holes are black. They emit no light and are invisible. Scientists detect them by observing the black hole's effects on nearby stars and other objects. Inside the event horizon, all paths lead to the singularity, the core of the black hole where all its mass is concentrated. At this point, the laws of physics as we know them break down. The singularity is a region of infinite density and zero volume, where the gravitational pull is so strong that it warps space and time infinitely. If you were to reach the singularity, you'd be compressed into an unimaginably small point, and your journey would end there. No one knows what would happen next. It is one of the biggest mysteries yet. Some theories suggest that black holes might not be the ultimate dead ends they appear to be. One idea is that black holes could act as portals or tunnels to other parts of the universe, often referred to as wormholes. However, there's no evidence to support this idea, and even if wormholes exist, it's unclear whether anything could survive the journey through them. A moon is a natural satellite that orbits a planet. Moons vary in size, shape, and composition. Our solar system contains a vast number of moons, each with its own unique features. To begin with, Mercury and Venus do not have any moons at all. Earth, our home planet, has just one moon, which is relatively large compared to its size. Our moon is the only place outside of the Earth that humans have walked on. It is the fifth largest moon in the solar system and is thought to have formed from a massive collision between Earth and another celestial body millions of years ago. Mars, the fourth planet from the Sun, has two small moons named Phobos and Deimos. These moons are irregularly shaped and are believed to be asteroids that have been captured by Mars's gravitational pull. The outer planets have many more moons. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system and has 95 confirmed moons. Some of the most famous moons of Jupiter include the four Galilean moons: Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto. These four moons were first observed by Galileo Galilei in 1610 and are among the largest and most interesting moons in our solar system. Io is the most volcanically active body in the solar system, with hundreds of active volcanoes on its surface. Europa is thought to have a subsurface ocean beneath its icy surface, making it an interesting destination in the search for extraterrestrial life. Ganymede is the largest moon in the solar system, even larger than the planet Mercury, and it has its own magnetic field. Callisto is the least geologically active of the Galilean moons, and it simply has a heavily cratered surface. Saturn, the second largest planet in the solar system, has 145 confirmed moons. Saturn's most well-known moon is Titan. Titan has a thick atmosphere composed mainly of nitrogen, with traces of methane and other gases. Another interesting moon of Saturn is Enceladus, which has geysers of water vapor and ice shooting from its southern polar region. This suggests that there may be an underground ocean beneath its icy shell, potentially providing an environment where microbial life could exist. Uranus, the seventh planet from the Sun, has 27 known moons. Miranda, one of Uranus's moons, is notable for its dramatic geological features, including cliffs and valleys that suggest a history of intense tectonic activity. Its other moons are mostly icy bodies that are likely to have formed from the same material as the planet itself. These moons are less studied compared to those of Jupiter and Saturn, but future missions may reveal more about their composition and history. Neptune, the last planet in the solar system, has 14 known moons. The largest and most famous of Neptune's moons is Triton, which has a retrograde orbit, meaning it orbits Neptune in the opposite direction of the planet's rotation. Triton is also notable for its active geysers, which erupt nitrogen gas from beneath its icy surface, suggesting the presence of a subsurface ocean. The moons in our solar system are fascinating yet mysterious. Please subscribe for more videos about space and science. Thank you for watching.